Hey there, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome back to episode 9 of the Paint and Chasing Show. We got, as always, Art Statue Collector. How you doing, Art?
What's up, guys? Good
And
morning.
got Eddie Money Mendez.
What's going
What's
on,
up, man?
everybody?
Yeah. And then special guest of the night, we got John from Off the Racks Collectible Store.
How's it going?
Man, pretty well, man. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Yeah, fair enough. Payne, man, how you doing today on this Friday?
I'm all right, man. I'm still catching up on admin duties behind the scenes right here. Completely forgot to type up the code.
Oh yeah, that was very generous of you, John. We'll get into
Yes.
that. We'll get into that later
We'll
too.
do that. So, la, and then our buddy Mike may or may not be able to make it, but that's fine. And then officially wanted to, welcome. Art's been here for fucking forever, so I'm just very appreciative that he finally allowed us to put his name on the branding and be a regular cast member. So, I mean, you're here anyway. So,
Yep.
but I think between all of us, we are one crazy bunch of people. So it's going to be an interesting situation. And then also our buddy Mike is going to be a full-time cast member as well, but he might be having some difficulties. We'll see how that goes. All right, so let's just hit the ground running, and we're going to go straight into.
I guess before we get into it, I'll let Eddie do his thing. See who we got in here, Eddie. Oh, what the hell?
Mark showed up.
Oh yeah,
What's up, fellas?
we have the OG.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Mike?
What's going on?
But anyway, we have Joe. What's up, Joe? We have Aiden. How you doing, Aiden? We got Hugo tuning in. We also have Trey. How you doing, man? And we have Alan. What's up, Alan? And Marcos. What's going on,
What the
dude?
hell? Hold on.
Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight.
Yeah, for
welcome,
sure.
everybody.
Freaking exhausted on this Friday, guys. I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
I mean, Art just woke up. I had a long couple days, but let's see how they can get this going for y'all. Started off with this,
I'm
man.
first. Wow.
You're first. Yeah, look at you.
I haven't picked anything up in a while, so it's cool to be first.
Wow.
Yeah, I picked up on a random, like crazy pickup. I got the Iron Studios Darth Vader. This has always been my favorite Vader piece out there, licensed or custom. Really, like I don't know. It's just always been the one that spoke to me the most. I like all the poses and switch outs you could do with it, and it has a light up on the saber and the chest and everything. But anyway, I never thought I'd have it because it's pretty pricey piece. Like it's been going down, I think, lately with all the other Vaders that are coming out and people, want those. But it's still pretty good price. And anyway, randomly, my buddy Phoenix hit us up in the group chat, and his buddy was selling it for an amazing deal. Like never thought it would happen, so I jumped on it immediately and paid this morning. I ended up getting it for $630 shipped, which
Wow.
is
You lucky bastard. Congratulations.
yeah. This originally retailed for $650, so I
Yeah.
got it for $20 under retail with shipping for like arguably a lot of people's favorite Vader. That's
Yeah,
insane
it was
to me.
the
so.
one I had, man. I sold this thing for I think $1,300. So you
Yeah.
came up.
Congratulations, bro.
Nice.
That's
Great
awesome.
price, man.
So
For you.
I'm slowly acquiring Star Wars Grails. So
Yeah, man. Good job.
but
I
yeah,
think you're
I'm
gonna, I think
excited.
you're gonna like it, man. It's a good piece. Like I said, you'll see what I mean when I told you the cape is overdone, but other than that, it's cool.
Yeah, everybody that talks about it or like reviews it all say like the cape is huge. It's massive.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, but
But
I'm excited, man.
yeah, no doubt. You should be. It's a great piece. Myself, I finally just pulled the trigger on this guy because the plan was to wait until retailers got it in, but every retailer was saying waitlisted or sold out, and a few of them still had pre-orders. So I just like might as well secure it and not risk it. So yeah, just pulled the trigger on it, got it out the way. Already paid it off. It's good to go. Just waiting. I also paid this guy in full the other this week or whatever. Yeah, so shipping's already paid for, everything's paid for with him, so I don't got to worry about this thing till it arrives at my door, I guess, and then figure it out from there. Yeah, I pretty much had to get this one for the half scale Marvel. I kind of got an inclination of what the next half scale Spidey's gonna be, and I like this suit a lot more, so easy decision there.
How tall is the tip of those spider arms? Do you know?
Man,
Jason?
I don't. It was like 100. Was it 40 centimeters? 140 centimeters?
Shinga.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, so that would be it for me this week. But like I said, everything paid in full, ready to go. So Payne, I know you've been waiting on this thing, man. Congrats.
Oh yeah. Ever since I saw Art get his, I've been waiting for mine, and I tell you, man, this thing in person. I know people are like, "Oh, it's expensive and it's pricey," but freaking worth it, man. I love this thing. I'm probably going to get the. Oh, so we've talked about this, but I never actually confirmed it with you. So I found out today that the special white version that we've been talking about of Nier, that I've been waiting to see if other retailers would get it so that I could just do a deposit. That special white version is a Square Enix store exclusive. So that means if I want it, I gotta pay for it in the next week or so. Because who knows, they're weird, man. They'll put something up and then they'll suddenly just go, okay, we're sold out, like all of a sudden. And so if you want the white version, you gotta get it. So I probably will end up having to do that. But yeah, no, this thing is gorgeous, man. I love. What I found is that about myself is I love like 3-character dios, and I love characters on their vehicles. So like Selena on Batpod, Lobo on bike, Ghost Rider on horse, that kind of thing.
Man, you did dirty.
Dude, this is a funny story, and I wish Mike was here to kind of tell it with me. But what literally happened was, and we'll talk about Catwoman in a sec, but I opened up Catwoman, and the thing, as soon as I opened up and I saw Catwoman in person, I'm like, oh shit, I get it now. And so right after that, I knew I had Harley, and then I was considering getting Mara. Then our boy Mikey was like, hey man, I found Harley. So Mikey found Harley in Australia. He's like, I got it. And then I'm like, yeah man, I'm thinking of getting Mara. He's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna get it too. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Because then now there were only 2 Maras left on Spec Fiction. And so I was like, all right. I gave him the link, and then I'm like,
you're welcome for the link, by the way.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. But here's the thing: if we both wanted it, if we both wanted it, we had to buy it. Like, or one of us might risk the chance of not getting it. So then, literally, the both of us, like, that same afternoon, we bought it, and then we talked about it later. Then I was like, we enabled each other today because I was gonna hold off, and he was like, well, why didn't you say something? I'm like, I thought you were gonna buy it immediately. You So anyway, so that's secured. So I'm looking forward to that because that thing is dope, man. Look at how pretty she is.
It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, massive. This thing,
Yep.
yeah. Go ahead.
That is on the way. That is a fan art surfer. Look, I'm not even a surfer guy, to be honest. But I like this one. I like the cosmic stuff on the paint. The paint on this is really good. I like the Thor hammer, the Mjolnir. And I had been wavering on this for about 6 months. I actually had been looking at it and decided I didn't want to get it because I had other commitments, other things to pay off. And then finally, it was very at the end. The commissioner's like, hey, posted and said, hey, I've got 1 left. And then I didn't do anything for about a week. And then I messaged him. I was like, hey, you still got that? And then he's like, you want it? I'm like, son of a bitch. And so that just shipped. I should hopefully see it in a month or so. Yeah, it was bad.
Oh, a month? It's not. Where's it at? It's overseas still.
Yeah, it's China.
Oh, okay. Oh, then
My-
before.
That's-
Yeah. We're on to. We got. What's up, Payne?
Oh wait, hang on. I have one more.
Hey, just pull it up when we're done with it. Then hold on.
Oh, okay.
So this one was art.
Yeah.
You ended up
So-
doing both, right? Yeah, you got both.
Yeah, I don't know which one to pick, so I just.
He said-
I love his solution.
yeah, don't know which one. Just get both. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nah, man, cool, very cool.
Those are dope. I want the
they are-
vigilante version, man.
Yeah, I prefer that one too. But I could see why people
Thinking
want the
about it,
gold
yeah.
because the gold one, like, you can already tell is gonna be like his final form in the movie. So like,
Right.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Overall, I kind of like the gold better. I mean,
Okay.
it stands out more and everything, but
yeah.
I gotta see it in person though.
You picked up the two 85 and the
85,
rescue.
49, yeah.
Is that one number? I never knew what number she was.
Well, now you know.
49.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know until the PO.
Come on, Eddie. They weren't gonna make her 69. Grow up.
Nice.
But yeah, I got like this whole line pre-ordered. I have Mark 7 right now, which I haven't even unboxed yet, and only Mark 1 that I didn't pre-order because I got that one in half scale. So
Okay. This was
Yeah,
you got a proto in, right? This was the proto.
no.
Oh,
I got
okay.
the production.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna unbox and review that on Monday.
Monday. There you go. Look forward to that video.
Yeah, that's your copy, right, Art? The one that you bought for yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Went on to this one came in, so this video should be
Yeah,
soon
this
too, huh?
came in like last week. I haven't even had time to open it. So
Oh my gosh. Just endless stuff through your door, man, I swear. And this one today, right? It arrived
yeah,
today?
in 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, life size. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Where's it going?
Right behind me.
Well, we'll see it next episode then.
Holy
Yep.
shit.
Are
Fucking
insane.
impressive. Yeah, for real. You insane, man. This is our boy John. You big Creed Rocky fan, Creed fan, I take it?
Yeah, I'm kind of committed to the line, so I kind
Oh,
of had a hard time choosing between this one and the other one, but I just don't like the expression of the other one. I
Yeah,
like
he
I like the outfit and stuff on it, but you got to go with this serious look. So
Yeah, we'll get to both of these later, but you're right. The expression on the other one was a little goofy.
yeah, so
So you said you had to finish the line or stick to it. You already have some Rocky already?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I still need to order the Rocky. I know that's going to be the soonest one releasing, but I got to pick between those two. So
Very cool. You got the tumblers. Yeah.
yeah, I got the tumbler and I haven't unboxed it yet, but yeah, I actually had the camo one at one point years and years ago, but I sold it and kind of got a game plan for doing just some 1/6 vehicles. So
I
Nice.
kind of want this myself. I want to do 1/6 vehicles. Like I like it.
yeah, well, there's so many of them now, you know,
There
and the
really
prices are right. So
Yeah, they're not bad at all, man. Like anywhere from like for a real like a full on car, like 600 to 850. Like it's really
Mhm.
not that
Yeah.
bad.
yeah,
I'm
So-
assuming this was a print.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I'm
That's
big into
awesome.
prints. So I got this one in. This one shipped fast from Bottleneck. So I got both versions, this one and the variant.
Eddie,
Is
this is something you need.
So
I saw it. I was looking at it. I'm waiting for a Batman Forever one, dude.
That makes
Or a
sense.
Batman and Robin one to
And
go
then
behind my stand.
the animated series print as well.
yeah, this one's a lenticular. Growing up,
nice.
animated Batman was my show, so I had to have it. So
Very cool. That was right
Jesus.
behind you, right? And
Yeah,
you got it in.
that finally came in almost after like 2 years of waiting because they had supply issues with finishing them. So I finally got it in yesterday, about after 2 years of waiting. So
Jesus. Is it
So-
lived up to your expectation?
oh yeah, I mean
Okay.
Blue Box Hyper. If you haven't ever heard of them, they've done. I got their Pennywise. Like they only do like 40 of them. They're out of Peru. And then I have the old version of Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
And you got pictures of those we'll show later.
Yeah,
But
yes, sir.
I mean, for the price of what they sell for what silicone busts go for,
Mhm.
they're actually a really good deal. And especially for how limited they are.
So what I'm not crazy into horror, but what is this from?
This is from Conjuring 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
You as well went with
Yeah,
Black.
I just committed early with it,
Nice.
so yeah,
You bastards.
you gotta have a rock in the collection.
Aiden got it
Okay.
too. He got the champion.
Yeah, I'm just going
Damn.
with the champion.
You guys are
so.
sleeping, man.
Yeah, I'm with you, Eddie.
300 ES.
I'm
you
with
guys
you,
are
Eddie.
sleeping. Well, Art.
If I get
Give it
it, I
back.
get the vigilante. Yeah, I like the
I did,
black.
also, I like the black, but the 300's a bonus too.
Yeah.
But yeah, a couple portraits. Which based on these pictures, do you have a preference?
I like the screaming one. To
Okay.
tell the truth, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah, you gotta see it first, right? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
without the light up function, it might
Yeah.
it's kind of weird, right? So
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good point, man. That's a good point.
yeah.
probably translucent.
Yep. Just like clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is where I'll let you and Payne kind of discuss.
Yeah,
Well, you're a part of the story too.
Oh, I am. You're right. No, you're right.
Yeah,
I
because
am.
we were messaging. I don't even know what even started the conversation. I don't even know what we were talking about, but it got to I was on the fence about getting her. There's one website that had her, and I already have the Joker. I have the Wonder Woman. I got Hardly on order, and I got Batman too. And I was kind of
Hell yeah,
like, well, I need to get her to kind of keep the Dark Knight line going. And you were like, hey, Payne actually is getting it, and he may be selling it. So I hit up Payne, and yeah, it kind of worked out smoothly. We had kind of a little hiccup, but everything turned out okay. We were, hoping there were no issues with it because, there's been a few issues with a few of them, but
Yeah.
it came out clean and no issues.
No. I'll
on-
let
Yeah.
Payne tell him why
So
he was
so
selling.
I'm gonna jump into this story because I dropped my J&D Catwoman video today, and I'm sure people who saw that video and now are watching us do this live are probably gonna give me a lot of shit and go, why did you sell it? So you all first need to understand something. So number one, I actually did not have the intention to sell it until Chasen told John. Well, I told Chasen a while ago that I may consider selling it because I have Selena on that pot from Queen coming, and I didn't need both. So I was
Yep.
thinking about it. And then John hit me up, and I was like, well, maybe. But then I opened it. And then what had happened was it got delivered to my house, and UPS had destroyed the box. So I was so worried that there was going to be a problem with this piece. And it turned out there was no problem. It was perfect. So I open it, and as soon as I open it in hand and I put it up, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, oh, wow. I get it now. I get it
Yeah.
now. I get why JND is the way it is.
Right.
And so then I kind of regretted promising John that I would sell it to him. And I still regret selling it to him, to be honest. But here's the thing. Before anybody decides to rip me a new asshole, here's the
Oh,
thing
hell
that
no,
you need to understand. John needed this piece to complete his line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
To me,
But
hang on, let me finish. Let me finish. John
No,
needed
go ahead.
this piece to complete his line. And John's a buddy. So when a buddy says to me, look, I've got all of these except this one, I'm like, okay. And I would do the same for anybody on this cast of panels here. Any one of my buddies comes to me and says, I need a piece to finish the line and you have it, I will basically give it to you.
Well, yeah.
Right?
Part of the reason is the reason why I told John you might be willing to sell it is because I already know you have the Bat Pod coming. You know, the Queen 1/3 Bat Pod version. I was like, you're only gonna keep one. I know, even though I know you know, Hot Girl Summer. I'm like, he's only gonna keep one. So figured John might be able to pry this one away from you, and he did.
Yeah, and then
But I mean,
go ahead, Bart.
John, are you okay with having a Pain's DNA on this thing?
Wow.
I don't know.
No, I only
Real
had
question.
it. I was good. I shipped it in the very next morning.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
it would have had to been a real quickie if you did.
Yes, yes.
Jesus Christ.
Now, if you want to buy a Vampirilla from me secondhand, no
Oh.
promises. That one,
Right.
I'm just saying. But so here's the thing about this J&D thing, and this is the part that's been bugging me for a long time. A lot of people love to hate on this thing, and fair enough. You don't like the price, fine, that's your problem. But the reason is the way it is until you actually open it and hold it in your hand and see it. Here's the thing about at least with this piece. No matter how good, look, I'm a pretty damn good gaffer. All right, I shoot a lot of celebrity interviews in my time. You know, I know how to light, and I'm a fairly okay photographer. No matter how good you are, it's really hard to capture. There's just something about the way the silicon, I don't know. Looking at it on a picture and looking at it right next to you in front of you are two completely different things. In hand, it is way more beautiful. But so I was so sick and tired of all of the haters shitting on this piece. So and also the photos that have come out of this piece have so far all been potatoes. Nobody's actually like, who knows what the fuck they're doing, have shot decent photos. So I dropped this photo series basically as a, to shut the haters up. So I dropped these photo series, and I haven't heard anybody come at me yet. So I want to ask all the haters out there, where's your bravado now? Where is your machismo? Where is your keyboard warrior? I'm going to slander the shit. Where is that? Because I don't fucking hear it.
Well, that's the other thing, though, because you said this was like your first J&D, and John, he has most of them. Like, there's a reason why, John, yourself, why you want more of these, because of how impressed you are with them, man. Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, because the first one I got was the Wonder Woman. Mike actually had it, and I convinced him to sell it to me, and he's regretted it ever since. He still wants to buy it back. But
I regret selling. Well, see, I regret selling this to you, and instead I made it for it by getting Mara to make myself feel better.
Yeah, Mara's that's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Keep it. This is all Mike stuff.
Oh, wait, he's not here today.
I guess we can just show what Mike's getting.
Yeah.
This guy bought a lot of shit. Let's just leave it at that. So my man got a Witch King that dropped this week. He ordered the Berserker, the Urukai Berserker. This list just keeps going. He ordered the Indoraptor. We found this on Amazon for him. Of all damn places. What else? Oh, he did what you did, Art. He got both the Dio. Like Payne said, he found a Harley from Sugo. Actually, if any of you are looking for a Harley, Sugo still does have more available. Just there's a little tax write up on it, but it's gonna be cheaper than paying resale. I'll promise you that. He got like you said, Payne. He got a mirror as well.
Yeah,
I
This
like
man-
the mirror. I
this
like the mirror
man-
a lot.
Yeah, man. I haven't sold mine yet, man. We'll see. He got a barricade. Jocking my style on that one.
Wow.
I already got it. He got a Jetwing, also jocking my style. Like, this is all in the span of 2 weeks, bro. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Jesus Christ. And then this thing.
Yeah.
It'll probably arrive to him next week. He let us know today. I think it was maybe yesterday. He sent us a picture of the freight tracking. So it might be at Mike's place next week. So next episode, maybe this will be set up. I don't know. He's gonna need help. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But like, Jesus, man. I mean, John, I know I've known Mike for probably a year now. You've known him for a long time, but like this type of buying from him is just normal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just another day for Mike. I mean, the funny thing is he talks to so many people, and if somebody else is getting something, that gives him that push, you know.
He enables
And-
himself.
Yeah, so
Fucking ridiculous. Which is crazy. But Mark, welcome, man. That was a nice surprise. But that Spider-Man bust behind you's new today,
Oh, that
right?
looks
Like just
good.
put it up.
Yeah, it
Nice.
just came in today. Well, looking at Mike's list, I'm just reminiscing, thinking I should have been a doctor, but
Dentist. Dentist.
I blame my parents for not pushing harder for for that college. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah,
Hey, Mark, that
Bro.
Spidey's still dope. I love the chrome eyes, man.
I
Holy
have a
shit.
college degree and I don't even use it. What the hell?
yeah,
Wow.
Well, because this thing, bro, like the job I have though pays me more than like if I was to start at the bottom from my college degree, like the field I'm in. You know, you're probably gonna have to start at the bottom, and then even when I work my way up to the top, what I make now isn't gonna. It's a wash. There's no
Yeah,
point.
you're good.
And I like
Yeah,
what I
you're good.
do, so I'm good. But Mark. So the shiny ones are the exclusive, right?
I don't know if it's really an exclusive. I just know not all of them came with them.
Okay.
I just don't know what the requirements were to get those. I heard something about paying in full or something about being early to the game. I'm not
Gotcha.
sure, but that was a big selling point for me. I really only like the chrome eyes or the comic squinty eyes. I don't even have the nameplate on it right now or the like web sling on his hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, that just came in today from Queen. I have
That's so dope. I love it.
Yeah.
yeah, it looks great in person. I'm really happy with it.
So
So it's
I know that Hulk was your first Queen piece, right? But I
yeah,
know you moved it on, and that's your second. So I mean, you moved on from the Hulk just because of the sheer size and weight. But through two
yeah.
pieces of Queen that you've received now, you a fan from the two you've seen in hand?
Yeah, I mean they're doing really nice, really great stuff. No complaints here. The packaging was really good. I'm really happy with the weight. Like it's like got some heft to it, but it's not overly heavy, which I like. It's actually, I don't want to say it's like kind of light, but for a bust, it is kind of light. So it's kind of nice where it's just not, I'm like not straining to lift that thing. So
Gotcha, man.
yeah.
Well,
yeah,
congrats on it. Like it looks super good, man. Like I'm sure if I was like a comic collector, because Spider-Man's one of my biggest things. Like that would probably be something I'd probably have to have. Not even gonna lie.
yeah.
Mark,
Yes.
how tall? What height is it?
I want to
Like-
say it's 25 and a half.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's a nice
25 and
size.
a half tall. Yeah.
Wait,
Yep.
does he have webbing with that?
Mhm.
Yeah, he actually, I got it right here actually. I
Oh,
don't have it on the hand, but he
okay.
has this and like a straight one that
Yeah,
you can attach to his hand.
that's the stuff you gotta watch out for when you buy a statue from Pain.
Yeah,
Wow.
right here.
Smooch,
Harden like that? Jesus.
smooch, smooch.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
Alright.
only.
You something?
Oh, wait. And then I wanted to show. Oh, I got one more.
Okay, go for it.
Let me share. So, shout out to Jay. I don't know if he's in the chat today, but this came. Well, half of this came in. I started unboxing this. This is the Ghost Rider. It's a fan art one. It's the one that came out after XM and before the Fury that I already unboxed. But this dude had it for a really good price, and I sniped it. But UPS only brought one box, so hopefully the second box will show up.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
next week you'll have pics. Oh wow, hi.
Yeah.
But I guess without further ado, man, we can get into John's collection. His store that he runs. I'm sure a lot of people might not even know about it, and then go on from there, man. So, John, I think when I met, well, not met you, but like started talking to you maybe almost a year ago, it was because, it was through your store. I found an item on there, and that's where I think I first, hit you up through.
Mhm.
But I guess my first question for you would be two-parter. Do you do something else? And then secondly, what made you want to, start a store?
Yeah, so I've been in retail for quite a while now. We started our business, probably 7, 8 years ago. We had a brick and mortar. I was already kind of collecting, and a few years had passed. I'm like, what the heck? Why don't I sell this stuff that I, love collecting? So I ended up putting in an application to, be a wholesaler through Sideshow, and I've been doing that for the last couple of years. Kind of just slowly expanding. I don't just sell like figures and stuff in our store. We do a little bit of everything from electronics. So it's kind of a small share of what I do. It's just more of a passion that's slowly been growing and growing. So yeah, it's been fun to meet, a lot of people along the way. You make a lot of buddies doing it. So yeah.
What's the name of the? Is it in a mall or something or?
No, we have like a physical location. We got like a 5,000 square foot building. So,
Oh wow! So you sell collectibles as well as other stuff?
yeah. So before doing collectibles and stuff, we're selling other stuff, brick and mortar. I mean, I sell too, like Funko Pops and Hasbro, just different stuff in store. I don't do any of that stuff online. But yeah, we sell everything from clothing, pretty much a little bit of everything.
On your website, the OTR Collectibles.com, it's just mostly the actual like statues and figures, right? I don't think I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't put any of that stuff on there. I just
Okay.
don't want to have to deal with that stuff online, and I sell it through the store, pretty fast, so I don't really need to post it. But yeah, I mean, mainly I've stuck to 1/6 scale. I'm kind of slowly expanding into statues. But that's kind of what I started out in, was 1/6, and now that I've kind of expanded to do mainly statues, I'm slowly getting into that game. So
Right, and John is graciously giving us the code paingasm. So anybody who wants to order from otrcollectibles.com, you can use paingasm to save some cash.
yeah,
So
and
we'll bring it up again.
And I got a Facebook group too. I'll maybe throw it out in your group if that's okay.
That's more than okay. That's where I took this image from the homepage of your Facebook group. But yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I'm just always when stuff's up on the website or coming in or anything, I'll post in the group. So
I know.
John, go ahead.
I was gonna ask Eddie because I know Eddie for a long time. He was into the figures. Did you know about John's store, Eddie?
No, I found out about John this year from you guys and PJ. I know PJ.
PJ. Yeah, PJ always promotes John. Yeah.
Yeah, I've known PJ for quite a long time. So yeah.
You know what? I think that's how I found your website and then hit you up, because of PJ. Actually, I believe that's it.
Yeah, because that's kind of how me and Mike met. Was through there, and he started ordering Mike, because he kind of started going crazy on hot toys, and we kind of were on the same path of transitioning into statues for our personal collections, and that's where we had met and kind of were just talking, and that's where we kind of created Collectors Enabled and just kind of done our own thing.
Nice.
So, what is the name of the physical store?
It's Off the Racks. Yeah.
Oh, it's still the same name. Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. So
Where is that located?
it's in Oregon.
Oh wow. Okay, because you reside in Idaho, right?
Yeah, I live in Idaho. I live like right on the border. So our store's in Oregon. I
got it.
live like right across the bridge. So yeah.
Gotcha. Let's before we keep getting into it, I know you said for you started off as a figure guy, but you've been transitioning to statues. When did that transition kind of start?
Oh, I would say probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I slowly started ordering just statues. I started out Star Wars mainly, and kind of just as soon as I got them, and I was up to like 100 some Hot Toys
Jesus.
at one
Damn.
point, and you get so many of them, they kind of just get lost, and you get a statue in, and there's just so much more presence to them. So I'm kind of like, I wanted to change my mindset to less is more,
Yep.
and just go with fewer pieces. And so I've slowly, actually, last week I took out about 3 DTOFs. I still got 2 in here. That'll probably slowly get transitioned out and just do mainly all garage shelving in here.
It's funny that you mentioned like when you have so many Hot Toys, like you over 100, like you said at one point you had. I think that's the reason why I personally never went that route. Like I immediately went into 1/4 statues, is because with Hot Toys I know I'd be able to literally afford every single one, and I'd buy
Mhm.
every single one, and then I pictured it like on display, and I'm like, that would just kind of look creepy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, you get to a point where you're like, you have one Hot Toy on the shelf and it looks great, and then it's 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, and you're just kind of like, and then you have 4 shelves of them, and you're just like, and
Yeah.
you just get tired of shifting stuff around. Stuff just gets pumped out so much because they go so deep into some of those lines that I kind of am like, I'm gonna stick to old trilogy Star Wars for Hot Toys, and kind of, like the RoboCop that came out. That's intriguing to me. Just kind of being more selective. So yeah.
It's always just been too small for me. I just couldn't get around that.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I should have seen that one coming. I opened myself to that. Oh, you bastards. I love it.
Yeah, when you see like people with the Hot Toys display, and they all just put like 40 of them on one shelf. Yeah. It just looks really bad, man.
Yeah, and another thing is it was exclusive at one point. I remember first starting how expensive stuff would get after it sold out. And once they started like re-releasing Iron Mans and stuff, I just like, it's not as fun to collect anymore because it's not as collectible. And the statue game too wasn't, I mean, it's kind of picking up quite a bit, I think, over the last few years. But still, there's a lot more like exclusive to get a statue than all these Hot Toys or Sideshow. So
Yep. You know how you mentioned the selling out for Hot Toys like a while ago. I think that's actually how I got into statues eventually, is because I'm my number one thing is like sneaker collecting and like clothing, and I buy and sell every day. I got stuff coming in and going out.
yeah.
And it's not only I do that for sneakers, I do that for literally anything I know that can turn a profit. And then one day I came across the Hot Toy market when they used to sell out during pre-order within like a week even, and I bought a lot of Hot Toys, never for myself but only for the purpose to sell once they released.
Smart.
But that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah. I mean, there's a select few, but anymore, the new releases, they just don't hold their value, and the prices just keep going up and up on them. I mean, average figure anymore is pushing $300. So, I mean, I'd rather not buy a couple of them and buy a nice statue that has a lot more presence than 2 or 3 Hot Toys. So,
I think that's the thing. That's the thing for me too. Is like some of those Iron Man figures are like what, 500, or some of
pushing 500.
And some of the like out of stock figures that are pushing $700-800 for a figure. I'm like, at that point, I might as well just buy a Prime 1 or something.
Yeah, I mean, I had Dark Side Anakin a couple weeks ago. I listed it for $700 and sold it within a day. So that's where I look at some of these old trilogy Star Wars that I still have, and I'm kind of like, should I just bite the bullet and sell them all? And but I don't know.
I know Mike is literally selling damn near everything, isn't he, for Hot Toys?
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
thought so,
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he has 40 Hot Toys to sell.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of been through that too, though, because a lot of people came from Hot Toys, and then they transitioned into the statue game.
Mhm.
And I got rid of most of my Hot Toys, but I still have a lot of them on pre-order from like a year, 2 years ago.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I got a
Yeah.
few.
Yeah,
I got a few.
but
I'm
now
not
that
gonna lie.
I keep getting them, and I haven't sold it. It just sit in a box, and I haven't even bothered trying to open it.
Yeah.
It doesn't excite me anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, why would it when you got a 1-to-1 Iron Man gonna be right
Yeah,
behind you?
exactly.
Yeah.
So did you have to actually? Never mind. I know the answer to this. You told this in our group chat. The Superman when you came across it, but
Yeah, so this was kind of just a sporadic thing. Somebody had just posted it for a great price. I think it was like $1,800.
oh wow.
Yeah, so actually the guy was like, "Oh, somebody's gonna buy it local," and so I thought I was out of luck. But he messaged me like a day later and was like, "The guy flaked out," and so I jumped on it. So I got a custom cape coming for it that drapes down just right off his back. So
Jackson Sue or whatever.
Yep. So that should be coming any day too. So
Nice.
yeah, this is definitely like probably one of my favorite pieces. It's just so massive, and just the way they have it, lifted up is just dwarfs pretty much everything else I have. But
Let's see.
yeah, excuse the clutter and stuff. I'm like shifting everything around right now.
Yeah, you told me you were literally moving everything. At first, I thought you said you were in the process of moving. I was like, no,
Oh,
don't even bother sending pictures. I don't. It's all good.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be sad when I have to let. I mean, I'm personally letting this one go. I opened it up to check it out when I got it. It's freaking fantastic, man.
yeah,
But it just doesn't fit what I need.
Yeah, that was one of the first Queen Studios pieces I ever ordered, and I think that was the first one I actually got in hand. So, yeah. Now it's just how deep do you want to go down the 1/4 line? So,
You know how far you want? Oh, go ahead, Art.
No, I'm saying like at least like their 1/4 line isn't that expensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've kind of thought too. I know a lot of you guys are half scale. I'm kind of like, do I go that route? Yeah, I've even looked at the bus too.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, I will say, if you do go half scale, I mean, the height on this is pretty much there, so
Yeah.
it kind of gives you an
Same
idea
height.
of what you'll be dealing with.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, where I have so many 1/4, I don't know if half scale would just kind of stand out too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to kind of stay 1/4, 1/3.
Yeah, you got to see like how much space you have, and
yeah, because I like bust too, and I'm trying to limit myself, but I've always liked the look of like a 1/4 and a bust next to each other.
Yeah, I like that too.
You said 1/4 with a bust?
Mm-hmm.
and
That's kind of like the guy you had on your show the other week, Sean, but he likes 1/3 and bust.
Yeah. So anyway,
It is a good look for sure, without a doubt.
yeah.
Okay, so earlier you did say you're big into art prints. Like, how many do we have? Like, are they all on the wall, or do you have them in rolls?
No, not even close. I have so many in rolls, and my wife always wants to kill me because they're constantly coming in, and my kids are telling me you don't have any room on your wall, but I just love collecting them. So
That's a dope one.
Yeah, I know here Mark and Eddie both do the prints.
Yeah, I have a good amount. I probably don't have anywhere near as much as you. I try to pick them based off of the pieces that I have on order. Like, I like the same way like a bust and a statue. Like, I like an art print behind certain statues.
And I'm kind of learning. I'm liking like more like 16 by 20 prints because the 24 by 36 just take up so much space.
Yeah.
But those lenticulars that Bottleneck does are kind of hard to resist because I have like Empire Strikes Back. I have the Ledger Joker one. I have Jaws.
Oh, the Ledger Joker is a cool one.
Yeah, so
Jaws is a cool one too.
Yeah, so
Oh, Jaws. Could you see yourself getting that 1/20th piece by Iron Studios?
I almost did, but I'm like, the price is so ridiculous. I'm just
Yep.
don't even want to support it.
Wow. Is that even one that makes a difference for you through wholesale through yourself, or not even?
Even the wholesale, I mean, it was a lot better, but still, I thought it was expensive for wholesale. So, and I know there's one other company that actually makes the full, like, you can do different scales of Jaws, like Bruce the Shark.
Yeah.
And you can have them like customized as far as how gory you want them and stuff. You can
Oh,
have like
sick.
the head coming off the wall, or you can do full sizes. So I think I'm gonna do
Wow.
that like right above the poster. So
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Wait,
yeah.
speaking of your wholesale account, is there for anything like U.S. license can you get, or is there some companies you can't you don't have access to yet yourself?
It depends on what it is. I mean, Sideshow carries most things, but they don't carry like all Prime One, as you know.
Right.
And
Yeah.
they're just really weird about like how
Okay. So put it this
like
way, you basically can get what Sideshow can get.
yeah, and then I can get to other Prime One stuff. I just really haven't jumped all in on it yet.
Okay.
So, and then too, like J&D, I can get J&D that are actually
wow.
able to release in the US.
That's
So
nice for your
Licensed ones.
yeah. That's good for your pocket.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta
So,
become a
so I was just say
retailer,
even
Jason.
like yeah, I know, right? And gotta have a wholesale account here, man.
yeah.
I
Dude,
guess
thought
then
about it.
I know we talked. I know you did.
Yeah, I thought
So
about getting a wholesale.
when you
account.
keep a piece for yourself, through your wholesale price, do you have to put a little on top, or can you just keep it for yourself at that wholesale, like what you
Well,
paid?
yeah. I mean, just keep it
Yeah, that's
for
what
what
I
you
thought.
pay for. You
That's
know
what
what I
I
mean?
thought. Yeah, that's what because
Yeah.
technically everything you buy wholesale, it's technically yours, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But anymore, I really don't keep as much as you would think I would keep.
Right.
I'm so selective anymore, just because your room fills up and you're kind of like, I don't know how Mike does it because he orders freaking everything, and I'm just like,
I don't know where
it,
his stuff goes. I'm like,
it's like
where
it's a full time job just to like unbox and set everything up and move stuff, and I hate reboxing stuff up, so I really don't want to go down that route of just constantly flipping through stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
this rack is impressive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not even like if you're not a movie, even if you're a comic collector, like just this rack is pure money. It's money.
Yeah.
It's a money rack.
Did you have any problem with that J&D Joker?
No issues.
I'm glad to hear it.
I mean, I don't know. That was one piece for J&D that I can see where people are kind of like likeness is a little bit, I don't know, can be a little bit off.
That's what I was gonna
But
ask you,
still.
because for me, in picture, like out of every Joker that's been released, that would be my pick, like the one I'd want. But I was gonna ask you, since you do have the Queen over there as well, do you have a preference just for face, not quality or anything else, just facial likeness?
The Queen is great. I mean, I really like the Queen. I actually have the Prime One. I have the bus there,
Yep.
but I still have the Prime One still in the box in my garage. I just haven't opened it. Now that I got the shelf up, because I had to get a deeper shelf for the Joker with the mirror right there in the bottom right, just because it's such a deep piece.
Oh yeah.
And now that I got the shelving up, I'll probably unbox that Prime One and see how I like it.
Well,
So.
since
The bus
go
is
ahead,
dope,
Eddie.
though.
Eddie, go ahead.
I saw the bus a couple weekends ago, and it makes me want the statue now. Like I was gonna get that one too, and I was like, nah, because I saw the Prime One in person, and I was like, no, I don't like it. But then I saw the bus, and I was like, that might be, it's damn near perfect to me, the bus. So
the funny thing is, though, like people that have got the bus, they still go with that smiling head
yeah, I
sculpt,
don't know why.
and I'm like, well, maybe it is a little bit. I just haven't seen it yet, so.
I've seen it all, and I gotta say, it's better in person, but it's still not. It still look a little bit weird, like
Because
Yeah.
I can't stand that one that comes with the statue. I can't.
Yeah, I
that's
don't
the
like it either.
smile. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as Art said, he's seen them all, and you clearly have all. You have all three on a personal opinion. No, what? Oh, you just meant you've seen the
I only
prime.
have two. Yeah, the
Okay,
prime
I
one I
got
did
you.
at the dojo. Yeah.
Got you. So, John, for you yourself, if you had to pick one, just on facial likeness is all I'm asking. Which one are you rolling with?
Probably the Queen still, because
Okay.
I mean the Prime one's good, but the detail in the paint isn't quite as good as the other ones. Even the J and D. I just feel like Prime One still hasn't perfected like the movie character's likeness on the final product. I just don't feel that it's quite there. It needs a little more details, but the sculpt's
Gotcha.
there. It just I think if you had it repainted, it would probably be the best one.
Yeah. I picked the same.
Yeah.
Queen Studios.
Art, you
I
have the J and D. What was the, I don't remember. What was the issue you had with yours?
Mine
The-
came with a broken leg,
Wait. Yep.
and one of the eye just too bulged, and I had to push it in.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
it looks so weird. Doesn't look like him at all with the eye popped out like that, man. I didn't.
You know what? I asked Mike the other week when he was our guest. Do you have the cigarette yet, or no?
I don't,
don't?
and we talked about that because we got it at the same time, just one of those enabling things because Todd had like a couple left, so we bought them both up, and magically he has more now. But he said that he would be getting them in. I haven't heard if he's got them in yet or not.
Yeah,
So
I'd be demanding that cigarette. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eddie, is this the same one you have that you're trying to do your 3-print setup with?
Yeah, that's the I forget the artist that did the prequel trilogy, but they did the prequels and they did the originals.
Yeah, and I wasn't doing art prints then, but
Because Eddie, I really like that idea of yours because you got all 3 of them, and you're gonna have your XM Mall, below that one, right? And then the Grievous below the Grievous, and then the Django below the Django. Like, it's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I gotta pick up the OT ones. So
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cool, man. They're really cool. Are you gonna do the setup with Batman and Joker the same way you have the other Joker there? Like with them behind each other, or is it deeper than that?
Well, the problem is by the time I had got them, I was trying to find that base that sets it up, and I couldn't find it. So I'm still kind of on the lookout for it. But the problem is this, the Queen Studios. I have the J&D on order, so I'm not sure that I'm going to keep the Queen Studios one.
Yep.
I'll probably move on from it. It was such a good deal at the time. I think I got it for like $1,000 shipped for the deluxe. So I just hopped on it.
I might end up getting the Queen Studios one if I get the Joker. I like that one.
Well, and I think on Mercari, somebody's selling the Queen Studios Joker, and he's like sent offers to me for like $850. Like nobody will buy the thing shipped, and I'm just like, man, I should just buy it just to,
yeah, just
But I'm like, man,
rooted or for the
it's the rooted one. That's why.
Oh, damn! Because you don't want to know what I paid for Mano Toys. Jesus.
Yeah. So if anybody's looking, Mercari's the place. I don't know if it's still available today, but it's been around.
I saw someone sell one for $750 shipped on eBay recently.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, the price has really gone down on that one. It's my favorite one too. I think I might end up getting that one at some point.
I think it might be the outfit reason. I think people like the purple jacket.
Yeah, and man, it's sitting down.
It's like once J&D and Prime 1 came out, people were kind of selling.
It's older,
The other ones were better, but
exactly.
See, I still love that one the most because I've got that with the extended base and the Batman behind it, and so this become like a dial. I love that thing.
I might be wrong, but for Queen, it's a kind of a high edition size, isn't it?
I can't remember.
I don't think so. It wasn't that high.
Okay.
No, it's not. The rooted is 500. The sculpted is 600. So it's not even a high ES.
1100. Yeah, I guess so.
And the next thing I'm kind of looking to do at that shelf right there is, how Queen teased their bust for Joker.
Yep.
I'm gonna go probably that bust right in the middle there. Wow. So.
That would be epic for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I know a lot of people said this is one of the best things that came out last year, man.
Yeah, I think that was my first Prime 1 I got, and it was just Both these two, I convinced Mike into buying. The light up features on Prime 1 are just unbelievable. They just take it to the next level.
Especially on that Godzilla, man, looks really good when it lights up.
Yeah, I kind of hate having it down low like that. Usually I have it on this centerpiece here. I'll maybe move it, but
You need to, man. That Balrog doesn't need to be down there.
I know. Yeah. Well, and two, the Godzilla will eventually, once that the other Prime 1, Godzilla and King Kong come out, I'm gonna have one on each side of the bust.
Hell yeah.
You got them by themselves, or you got the dial?
I didn't get the whole dial because I feel like the middle piece was way too expensive, and I knew kind of I wanted to do the bust and then on each side.
Yeah.
So
It's a good.
because that middle piece was like insanely expensive.
It was like
just being-
50. Yeah, it was like $1,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
So
like 3 buildings.
yeah.
Did you get the whip? With
Oh,
the
yeah. I did, but I was telling Mike because I think the exclusive was sold out when Mike was looking at it, and I was like, honestly, man, because the whip doesn't obviously light up,
Yeah.
Right.
and the sword does, and I'm like, I would probably never use the whip because the light up feature is so good on the sword that I would never use it. So
Give it to
So you
me.
gave him the whip, or you oh, I thought you were saying you gave it to him, so and he ordered the regular or something, but you
Yeah.
kept it in the box.
yeah.
I was wondering why no one ever, because that's what I like the whip,
I like the whip
but
too.
no one ever uses the whip.
If it lit up all the way, I would definitely do that. But
Yeah.
when you see the light up on it in person, it's
Mhm.
just night and day.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone's looking for that, GFX still has them in stock for retail, I
There
think.
you go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You see yourself going down like a Lord of the Rings line, or is this kind of like a one and done?
I don't know.
thing?
This was kind of one where I was like, this will be my centerpiece, the only one I need. But the more that I see other ones come out, I'm kind of like, there might be a few that I pick up.
I don't know
They're
if
just they're so good, you
Yeah.
know.
I don't know if you put pictures of the Legolas in the, because they came out with updates on the portrait,
I saw.
and he's still. I thought someone had said they updated it to where he's looking down the line of sight with the arrows, but he's not still, and that's the only thing that bugs me about that one. Is like he's shooting straight ahead, but he's looking like this way.
For me,
I'm
like
what
the
fuck?
front of his nose looks freaking fat, which I don't
Yeah,
get.
it does.
Yo,
Yeah.
you got some spam, man.
Oh wow, what do we got here?
we got the porn ones again.
All right.
No,
Oh, that was
Payne.
quick.
you
Yep,
made it,
yep.
Payne.
Payne, you gotta close those windows, dog.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, what do I do? Do I remove
do
or
it.
do I? How do I?
Block
You
and
block,
ban
you
and
block
kick.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it.
I don't see the option to block.
Eddie
already
took care
blocked
of
it.
it. It's gone.
Okay, thank you.
Oh man.
Wow.
So I
That's
know, I know you're big in Star Wars, but horror is like your next thing, isn't it? Or
Oh,
horror
yeah.
1.
Horror's probably up there.
Horse?
Probably number one for me.
Number 1. Okay.
So yeah. I mean, I have pretty much all the PCS horror ones on order. The 1/3, the Leatherface, and the Ghostface.
Oh wow.
So, and I pretty much pick up anything that comes out horror related. But this was like, I think this was the first one I'd order. I just found out about Blue Box Hyper from Flankster, actually. I think was the first time I'd ever seen it. And somebody had posted this in I was a part of some horror group, and somebody had just randomly posted in there for retail, and it'd been sold out for like a couple years.
Okay.
So I picked it up.
So
and-
I know you said they're in Central America and they do limited run. Are they licensed or are they a custom company?
I don't think they're licensed.
Okay.
They only do like 40 of them at a time. And I'm trying to think because they haven't come out with anything new for a while, but I know that they had told me that they were going to do another Pennywise that has like his teeth showing.
Okay.
And I think there was one more. I know they did like a Kratos one, or they were working on a Kratos one, and they were doing a Witch King one. So
Oh, Witch King.
Oh.
yeah.
So I know myself, I'm not like huge into horror, but I do love it. and I've always kind of wanted either a quarter. I mean, a third would be better, but or I'd take a quarter. But there is a third, and it's Cinemaquette's third, and if you know Cinemaquette, you know their price. I don't know if I want to pay that money for a horror piece, but I might. Pop culture has it still, and I'm tempted by it, man.
So like this bus, like most other busts are $2,000
Okay.
straight up shipped, and rooted hair and everything. Like we'll get to the Caesar. It just was mind-boggling to me that they could keep it at $2,000 with
So it's
you
not
know
even,
going from like this to a Caesar where there's so much hair on it that you
Yeah.
would think there'd be a big price difference, but they're all pretty much the same price.
so this is full on rooted. It's not like glued on or
Mhm.
anything. Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you getting the Queen figures, or are you not doing that?
Ooh.
The what
'Cause it-
ones?
The in art stuff.
Oh
You
yeah,
getting
yeah.
the in art?
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll get the
Yeah,
deluxe
they
one.
just announced their Pennywise, right? I don't know if it went
Yeah.
out for PO yet or not. But
Yeah, I need to just order that. But I kind of got it. I don't know if I'll sell the Hot Toys or just keep it.
the
But
Hot Toys is good. I love the base on the Hot Toys.
yeah,
It's dope.
and honestly, I don't like the base on the in art. I think it's kind of weird. So
What was it? I don't remember seeing the base.
it's like a shade curtain in the back and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just yeah.
Interesting.
Jesus. This is cool.
Yeah.
I like that already.
So yeah, I mean, I've been looking for. I've always wanted. What is it? The ECC ones,
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
bus. They're so good, but by the time I was kind of into like bigger scale stuff, it was long sold out. And my buddy Chris from I Am Toys, I don't know if you guys know that he's been doing YouTube for a long time, was selling these two, and so he made me a killer deal on these two. So I got this probably in the last month.
Nice.
Oh, so these are like new.
Yeah. I just need to get a hat for Freddy. That's the only thing.
He didn't come with a hat?
No, actually didn't come with the sweater, and actually the sweater isn't the right color. I got to find a different one. It's just a temporary holder for it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Yep.
I got my bottle of tequila and a beer.
Jesus.
Wow. In case I like how you got both. Like in case the tequila doesn't work, I got the beer too. Like,
I don't know. I'm
calm
just
down, man.
so, and I like drinking. Like I like getting shit faced just straight from the bottle. You know. I don't even
Keep
bother
it-
pouring
keep it
that shit
classy,
out.
You know.
Yeah,
keep it
just
classy.
be like,
You're hilarious, dude. That's dope.
Yeah.
That is dope.
So there's two versions of this. There's the a younger version where he has the war paint from
Yep.
the second movie.
Yeah, I've seen
And
that.
I was going back and forth, and this version actually sold out first, and somebody couldn't afford once it was ready to ship. So I was like, I'll take it.
This is the same group, the Blue Box?
Yeah. But yeah, the war paint one's really cool too. But
Have they dabbled with silicone yet, or are they all?
this is silicone.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Jesus.
the
This looks
Pennywise
really
and
good.
yep.
Oh, Pennywise was too.
Yep.
Holy shit.
dude,
Okay.
this looks good, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Then you're right, bro. Then they are crazy deals. Then if the rooted hair and silicone for that cost is very.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
I just wish they would do more stuff, just because I would buy probably most of it, just because the price is right, and I don't think a lot of people know about them.
I only know because I've heard you mention it on a past stream. Otherwise, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. But I think if you go on their Facebook page, like you can see some of the other stuff they've done. So, but I know COVID's really kind of affected them from getting a lot of supply, because I was a little bit worried that Valak wouldn't come in because it had been forever, and I kept having to bug them on updates, and they finally finished it up. So,
Side note: if you sell that Thor, let me know, okay?
What Thor?
what is it?
The Hot Toys Thor right there.
That's a Thor?
If you-
Oh yeah.
Oh,
on the
that I
right.
see it. I see it.
That's-
Actually, to the right of that, yeah, I'll sell it to you. I mean, most to the right of that, I have like a ton of Hot Toys that from the D-top I took out, and most of them are on the chopping block.
Because I'm
So.
trying to not do Hot Toys either. I'm more statues now, but I still
I
have like
know.
all the Thors. So I don't.
Yeah.
I sold that one a while ago. I regret selling it.
Yeah,
There
and
you go, Eddie.
it's the deluxe, so.
Sick.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, and that's the Sideshow Jason. That thing's actually pretty hard to find anymore. It's exclusive that has the head sculpt too with the mask off.
Yeah, he looked ugly as hell too. I remember this piece.
Yeah. But I've had that piece for a while, and the other one's the PCS Michael Myers, which I know a lot of people gave a lot of hate towards it. But the thing is, if it had better lighting, that you could see the hair. But man, for some reason, the hair they put some weird gel in it, so it like really slicked it down. So it just made it look way off. So if you futz with it, it's actually a great piece. I wish I could have had the 1/3. I don't know if you guys seen that where he's on the staircase, but it's so
Okay, that's what I was thinking of. Then that's what I was thinking. I was like, I could have sworn PCS was 1/3.
Yeah.
Okay, how much does it go for?
I think it's over like $2,000 now.
The retail was like what, 12?
Something like that. Yeah. You never see that thing pop up. So
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I bet they'll get to, because they're all on the horror stuff though. I bet they'll get to the 3rd Jason and 3rd Freddy in no time as well.
I hope so. Somebody needs to do a Freddy. Like,
are you getting the Ghostface?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the Leatherface. I was kind of undecided because they're doing 2 versions of him. The Pretty Lady version where he has the chainsaw up in the air, and I think the Butcher one where he's like coming out the doorway. I did the one with the chainsaw in the air. So. Okay. Yeah,
that piece, it was shown last Sideshow Con, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it was massive.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh shit! Now what?
Yeah, and the bottom one, Hulkbuster. I've had that thing forever.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Okay.
I just need to find a new spot for it. It's always hard, that bottom shelf, to figure out what you want to do. But I'd still like to keep it.
Yeah, I would too. It's a cool piece.
I kind of like some of you were debating that Queen one, but I'm just like,
I think I'm passing, bro. I think I'm passing.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that route.
I don't want to deal with. Usually, I don't have issues storing or anything like that, and I don't think I'll have. My issue is getting that through the door of the room I keep my boxes in. That's my issue. I can get it in the house, no problem. The front door is plenty big enough, and I don't really want to, keep it in the garage. But so I think I'm gonna pass on it. I'm with you, man.
Here, hang on. I'm gonna share something.
Yeah, man. Is it the arts? Is it arts?
You can just use it for like a display case or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Are you gonna share arts 1-to-1 in the truck?
Oh no, we're talking about Hulkbuster, but
okay.
So I was just gonna share this real quick because what I did was I took the measurements of Hulkbuster and I brought it downstairs and I measured the height to the piano, and then so I basically tried to do a scale mock-up in After Effects, and this is how big it ends up being if I were to just stick it on the floor. So before, I was worried because I was like, oh, the Muddy case is rated for 70 kilos and this thing is 90. I don't know if it's going to work. And I wasted my money in the Muddy case. And then I talked to Brian, the owner, and he's like, bro, I engineered that shit to hold the weight of 2 human adults. You're fine. So I'm like, sweet. So it'll hold the Hulkbuster and the 4 or 5 Iron Man diode, part of the diode that I have. But my backup plan was, if the Muddy case wasn't going to fit this, I was just going to put it in front of the piano and put my sheet music on it. But you see these French doors? So basically I would have to take the crate, go around the house to the back, and then bring the crate in through these double French doors. They're not going to fit in the front door of the house, and then that's how I'll get Hulkbuster in that way.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Or you can just, unbox it downstairs and take it up one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could
Piece
do
by
that too,
piece.
smartass.
Wow. Is
Yo,
your wife
Art-
starting to get mad at you? The more pieces
Yeah,
that
I'm
are
sure she
stacking up?
is. Pretty
What?
much. She's always mad at me for something. Here's the deal.
Jesus.
So it's not like I
Interesting.
ever win. So eventually if I'm like dead one day because somebody poisoned me, that would be it. Why the fuck am I sharing my Facebook? Sorry. So Art, did that life size show up?
It's on the way now, man.
Oh, nice, bro. All right, so drinking out of the bottle was a good idea. I'm starting to feel it. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Because I'm
Well,
lost.
You can give me back the screen, and I'll
Did
get
I
back to
not? Did I not give it to you? What am I doing?
it. You tell me. Thank you. Is this a 1-to-1? Like,
Yeah. So the mask and everything is, I'm sure you guys have heard of them, Trick or Treat Studios. I kind of rehauled that mask. I sell quite a bit of their stuff. I don't know if you guys have ever.
I do know.
They're starting to make 1/6 figures and kind of starting to do a lot of different stuff. Like I have their 1-to-1 scale Annabelle from The Conjuring. And then they've done like Chucky's and stuff, full scale Chucky's. I've had every version of those, but I'm waiting on the NECA one that's taken forever to come out. But yeah, I had everything, so I kind of just put this together, and that was another art print I got from Bottleneck. So.
I'm kind of tempted by their Gremlin prop replicas.
Yeah, and we've had a few in store, and we've actually sold them pretty quick. They're actually pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's good to know.
I'm just not a huge Gremlins fan, or I'd probably have some.
Okay. Is this saying like, is it like expensive, or is it kind of reasonable?
Oh, they're reasonable. They only sell for like $60-$70, but
This whole thing?
Like the mask itself, and I think
okay.
the jumpsuit's about the same too, but you kind of need to do some work on the mask, because you see people like Dean Knight, who's got a channel, and he actually rehauls them, and they do every movie from like the original '78 Michael Myers mask to all the one to the new one. I think they just released the Halloween Kills version.
You've got the brick and mortar store, and then now you've expanded statues, and then you mentioned that so tell us about how you got into, because apparently it's, as a retailer, it's really hard to get into Sideshow's distribution network. So tell us about that. Tell us about that real quick.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I have a buddy that has a store. It's near Boise, Idaho. He has a toy shop, and he had tried before, and he kept getting denied. So I was kind of like, what the heck? I just submitted it, and it took literally months to get it. But kind of
Did they
once
give you a hard time, or?
Oh yeah, I mean they're very, they do their due diligence, to make sure that everything's legit.
How long did it take you to acquire it?
Probably about 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you got it first try though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. So, but you had to basically kiss the Godfather ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're just very tight knit on wholesaling, which I understand, just because they kind of hold all the cards for a lot of distribution, and so they're kind of really like to strain through who's gonna wholesale for them. And I know it's just like going forward, it's harder and harder to even sell stuff. So yeah,
man, it really is. I'm down to 2 last pieces from my old collection that I'm just patiently waiting to get rid of. I might even, because I never give deals unless it's actually to a friend, but like just a random people hitting me up and try to like lowball me. I'm not entertaining it. I'd rather just hold on to the piece for 2 years until it eventually sells. I got no rush for money or anything, but I'm down to like 2 things left from my old collection I want to get rid of, and I'm thinking about just give a deal, just get them out.
Yeah.
So, and then John, for besides Sideshow, are you getting your do you have other avenues that you're for your distribution network that you're bringing in stuff? Like I know, so for at least I knowing a lot about how this game works, you haven't really gone too far into statues. Is that because of all the upfront capital you have to kind of put forward, or is it just something you're just slowly going to take your time because you're not in a rush, or
a little bit, it's just having more manpower to kind of help with it,
are you running the
just
store by yourself?
I mean, for like for all the figures and stuff, yeah, I do that all by myself. I don't have any help, but I also have my, other part of the store that I, own and run. So I just kind of have to find that balance, before I kind of take the next steps to grow it. But, I'm kind of just low key, I'm not really looking to be like a giant seller. So, and I'm okay with that because most of the people I sell to are buddies, that I've met over the years. So it's more of a passion and fun for me, than it is like a livelihood of I have to sell these. So,
Right. So, do you have any plans to add a little bit more, like of other companies, whether it's Prime or I don't know, whoever else is licensed?
I'm working on right now, pretty much carrying all of Prime 1. So,
okay.
And you get most of it already, right?
Some of it.
I mean,
like I said, Sideshow does Prime 1, but they are very selective and they're always like super late to the game when it kind of hits them.
Yep.
And even though it hits their site, a lot of times it's not available for wholesalers. It's just very selective. So
I guess that's kind of what I was going to ask, is because you're a wholesaler and there's other wholesalers here in the States too, and they do get the Prime ones that, Sideshow doesn't post, or they get them way before Sideshow. Is that kind of like you're waiting to be like that?
Yeah, kind of. But I also like ordering from Sideshow for Prime 1 because they always seem to get it earlier than most of the other retailers in the US. And I have another avenue for Prime 1. I just need to reach out and kind of expand that. But it's just been kind of a crazy year for me to kind of go all in on that. So,
So I have one more question, but let's bring on what's up? Our fellow half scale buddy over here, Mr. enabled me to fucking half scales, you bastard. Good evening, bro. What's going on?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for letting me jump on last minute.
Yeah, no, we still got another probably hour or so up on here, so I'd figured figured to get you on here since we had a spot.
Yeah, man, definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, of course, bro. Before we continue on, I know you were watching. Anything you wanted to ask, John, yourself?
Not that I can think of at the top of my head, but if it comes to mind, I'll ask him.
Fair enough, man.
So then, John, getting into Sideshow, kind of slowly expanding the business. I mean, so you're able to get everything at wholesaler distributor cost, basically, and then you got to deal with containers and all that shit like everyone else. How do you not just buy shit for yourself? That's what I don't get, because I'd be fucked.
I filled up this room so quick that I've kind of learned over time I just need to be selective. And for me, I have the luxury of being able to order stuff, and down the road, if I decide I don't want it, I can just throw it up on the store. So there's a lot of stuff I ordered that can I can just sell down the road. But I don't know, I've just become, over the years, I mean, I've been doing this for 6-7 years, so I've just learned to kind of have a little control and not pre-order so much. Because when I even got into the statue game, like the Queen Studios stuff, I kind of went crazy. So I've kind of just slowed down.